Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday night.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll run it here. This is James White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Set 18, Gator. Ready.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw is Prescott. And Wilson has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Devin McCourty brings him down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can pull.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From the 24, Osweiler can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. He's got Sanu. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. Incomplete over the middle. Seferian-Jenkins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job with him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now the Packers get set to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Osweiler. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Watch the curve.
Derrick Henry. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Cooper's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's time. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Runs through the contact. He'll have a first down past the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The drive starts with a run by Collins. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And Bryant's got it over the middle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses.
It's a foot race. The 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Keelan Cole, 29 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On On 2nd and 7, Osweiler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Marshall able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demario Davis, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Brock Osweiler now heading out there to get set to go here on offense. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's what, 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Patterson on the draw play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
We go. 60 or.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Check.
Penetration. Check. 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 Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
5.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this 1st half. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. This is White on the screen. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Throwing again on second down. Osweiler, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. Third down here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw again is Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Prescott, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Robert Quinn bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
6-6, pull it high. Go, go. Get it.
Now it's Osweiler. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They run with Collins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, Let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. First down, here's White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Loaded.
Check, check.
Clear. Ready.
It's Coleman here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and goal, Osweiler. Touchdown, Packers. Des Bryant there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and drop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Tyrone Crawford, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Osweiler. Higbee secures it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready. 30 base.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Bravo.
Hey, watch that, check.
Hit it.
Osweiler. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Now here's Ross. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Osweiler now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Collins. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go again with Collins. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run forward with Collins. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Osweiler, the Notre Dame man Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. And they give this time to the tailback. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here's Osweiler to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Coleman now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Osweiler trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a play fake here on first down. This throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Prescott. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. first and 10. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. To the air again, Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dontari Poe, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth down, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And Wilson has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Prescott on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They run the counter. It's Cochran. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott. He's going to go up top for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Cooper was the target there. First interception he's thrown on the season. New town, new receivers, still probably trying to get in sync with everyone.
And you just know that he's not going to say, hey, I'm just getting started with these guys. We're still working on it. But there definitely is an element to it. I don't care how many OTAs, how many mini camps, preseason. There's nothing like game speed. They're still working up to it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 5.
On the counter, here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
16 yards, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
On first down, Patterson. And a loose football, and the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Breaks the tackle, now with Elliott. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go, man.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Osweiler. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be an occasional right safety valve. Throw one to him every so often.
Now White lost the football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Whenever I see a team turn...
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.